think it blows my mind that the people are going wild, like they're worried about the whole thing, about the whole UFOs in the ocean. If you're worried about that, wait until you find out who you are and what you are. Because they're not aliens. They didn't just come here. They didn't just come from the sky. They didn't just come from the ocean. They've been here the whole fucking time. Do your research. Eisenhower did a treaty with these beings, right? And through the years, these beings kept telling our US government that if they do not reveal them, meaning aliens, extraterrestrial, star beings, the star family. I'm going to refer to them as the star family. Because you are a part of that star family, and I'll tell you why in a second. But they've always told our government, if our government doesn't reveal them, they're going to come and reveal themselves. And they had a certain amount of time to do that. That's why there's all of these movies out throughout the years. Did you see the increase of alien movies throughout the years? UFOs, aliens, extraterrestrial movies, stuff about space war. Do you see where we're going with this? This is called soft disclosure. Soft disclosure. So that's our government's way of telling us, because there's no law and rule of how they tell us, as long as they tell us. And Hollywood has always been telling us stuff for years. It's right in your face. It's right in your face. You just have to see the sign. You have to see it for what it is. It's in your face. Now wait until you find out who you are and what you are. You could be a Pleiadian starseed. You could be an Andromedan. You could be a Lyran. Where do you think your DNA comes from? Let me give you some cool information. Do you know, those of you that are into religion or religious, you know how your Bible says that we were made from God? You were made in the image of God. Well, in your Bible, because it was rewritten so many times, over and over again by, whoever was ruling. What is the latest version? The King James Version. Like, sometimes I just want to bonk you on the head. You're reading the King James Version. It's in your fucking face. It annoys me that people are so fucking dense sometimes. But you're reading the King James Version. A lot of you guys are. And before that, you're reading somebody else's version. But they took out all the good stuff. But who do you think they're talking about in the Bible? There's a lot of information about extraterrestrial activity in your Holy Bible. Reread it. Look between the lines. And then when it talks about who do you think you were made in the image of? Because in your Holy Bible, it says you were made in the image of God. They took out the S. You were made in the image of the gods. Who do you think your ancestors all of these years have been talking about? And all of the hieroglyphics and pictures that they've been drawing on stone walls. Talking about the people coming from the sky. Talking about the beings coming from the water. Who do you think they've been worshiping all of these years? They've been talking about the star people. The star beings. They are worshiping their gods. We were made in their image. You can actually find out what star being you are by your birth chart from whatever star cluster that you most recently came from. I found out in 2017, 2016 that I was Pleiadian and Lyran. When I found out that I was Pleiadian and I opened up to that and I fell down that rabbit hole, I actually started to channel. Well, I didn't channel the Pleiadians. They channeled through me. And I have proof of this actually. On my YouTube channel in like 2019, the star beings, the Pleiadians, did a channeling. They used me and they told me about the the sickness that was going to come in 2020. They gave me the date of March, and they also warned, this is all in my reading. They also warned everybody not to take the cucaracha kill shot. I'm going to say that for now, but that's not the word that they use, but I'll get flagged. My channel's already flagged. I'm already only getting like 50 views because of some shit that I posted that I took down. But anyways, they warned people not to get that cucaracha kill shot and what it was going to do to those people in the long run. And every single thing that came through in my channeling happened, and it's still happening to this day. Everything that I talked about. If you guys don't believe me, I will send you the YouTube video, the channeling video. I actually even forgot that I did that channeling. One of my soul family, my tribe members from my YouTube platform in 2020 hit me up. It was like, Gabby, do you remember when you did that channeling with the Pleiadians and you said XYZ? I didn't even remember. A lot of times when I do channelings, I do the channeling, I do the recording, and I post it, and then I move on. I don't really remember sometimes, unless I have to jog my memory. But going back in and jogging my memory, rewatching the video, I was like, oh my gosh, that is so wild. That is so wild. So yeah, wait until you find out who you are. Wait till you find out what DNA you hold, what star family you come from. It's all going to be revealed, because our government had a certain amount of time to do full disclosure, and they've been slacking. These congressional hearings that they, like the one they just had about the beings coming out of the ocean, having that hearing, that's our government buying more time, because they're not revealing everything. But it's disclosure nonetheless. It's disclosure. It's no longer soft disclosure, so it's kind of like, it's not full disclosure either, but it's no longer soft disclosure because it's being aired on actual news outlets on TV, like ABC News is talking about this. So the collective is finding out about this, and people are bugging out and like, oh my God, I'm never going to the ocean again. Oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. Oh my God. It's your fucking gods. It's your ancestors. It's your star family. Don't be afraid of them. I've had my experiences with UFOs and extraterrestrials. I haven't shared on here, but on my YouTube channel, I actually reached out to MUFON in 2021, I think. I had a very interesting experience with an unidentified flying object that followed me all the way home from work. I have that video too if you guys want to see it. I caught some of it on camera actually, and it was probably my most favorite, one of my most favorite experiences. I've had a lot of experiences. I've had a lot. There was a time when I was driving from New York City to Rochester, New York to visit my family in Rochester, New York. I think it was Pennsylvania that I was driving through. I don't remember what throughway I was on or whatever highway I was on, but it was the one where cars that go this way, there's a huge mountain divider in the middle, and then you can't see the other highway on the other side of the cars going that way. Well, and I had my two daughters in the car, and it was like midnight, 1 o'clock in the morning, something like that. And this humongous pyramid, like, you know what a pyramid looks like? You know how the pyramid has that missing top piece that's on your dollar bill? That was floating across the sky. It was big, like a humongous pyramid. It was humongous. It was so low that if I stood on my car standing up, I could have tapped it. And I was talking on the phone, and then all of a sudden my phone call dropped. I tried to take a picture of it. My phone went completely dead. The radio in the car, completely dead. Everything completely dead. Both of my daughters were just shocked. My little one started crying because it freaked her out. Nobody believed us, but I wasn't the only person that had the sighting. A couple days later, it made the news. And my family was picking on me, like making fun of me for like saying that I saw a UFO pyramid float across the sky. It literally just disappeared in the mountain. It came across the road like this. It was like boop, into the mountain, gone. And I'm not the only one that's seen it. But on that road that night, I was the only car on that road.